What's going on, everybody out there on the YouTube network? You are here with Crypto Lifer. Welcome to the show. Welcome. What's going on? Hope you're doing well. Hope everything is going well in your life today. Good morning on this Tuesday, December 3rd, 8:22 a.m. Here we go. Got a lot to talk about, a lot to discuss, a lot going on. And with that being said, I would like to get the stream started. So first thing, like you guys know, if you know on the channel, the first thing I do is I'm a crypto lifer. So I talk about my life. Now in my life, I trade daily. So if I trade daily, I talk about my life. Now other people I think are thinking, oh, well, people want to learn about crypto trading, so I'm going to show them crypto trading and try to monetize. Now that's not me. I'm a crypto lifer. I'm just showing you my life. So every day you're going to see a picture of my life. And with that, so you're going to see what I'm doing in my life. If it happens to pertain to crypto, then yes, because I'm a crypto lifer, that's how it goes. So I made a trade last night at about, I think it was about 7 p.m. I could actually check the time that I entered the trade. It was 6:49 p.m. Good memory for me. And I entered Vibe. Why I entered Vibe? And let's talk about it. Number one, I am part of a trading group. It's called Crypto Revolution. You can join it. And here is Chris. This is his channel right here, Crypto Revolution. If you do sign up, let him know that Crypto Lifer sent you. He knows me pretty well. We talk a lot. Maybe if me and him work something out and I keep sending people there, we can, maybe he'll give you guys a discount, like the Crypto Lifer discount. You came to my channel, then you wanted to learn about his channel. And a lot of times I was very weary of joining any of these things. It is $60 a month, but it's amazing. There's traders, there's some like really, really veteran traders in the group that are there for you and there for support. So every moment of the day, I basically have a resource, and there's 1,500 people in the group, but on any given moment, I have the resource of at least 20 to 100 people, including the mentor, Chris. And he's there showing you a lot of different things. And yeah, I joined that group, and he posts a lot of setups. Now he'll post some setups, and then some setups I'll find myself. Sometimes I'll find a coin and I find out he finds the same coin. As he's trained me to kind of find the same things he's looking for. So, and that's what he does. He trains us all. Now he has, 120 pretty expert guys out of 1,500, and that's creating a strong trading group. If we keep going the way we're going, it's only a matter of time that we will have a very strong trading group. I mean, way stronger. But yeah, let me show you what's going on here. So we have basically a bilateral triangle. It could go break up or down either way, but because it came in, it's usually a continuation pattern to the upside. So we came in from the upside. And how did I get this line here? What made me suggest this line? It's called a measured move, which is the base of the triangle. See, if I took the lines, I could tell that this line would come down to about here. See, I could draw it, but you get the idea. And some people are doing this. I've been doing this, and it's been working out great. So there was my target at 220. So I was in it. Once it broke out, I'll show you the 30-minute and where I actually entered. I circled it. I used the 30-minute for entries. I used the 4-hour for like possible trades. And then as I get closer to the trade, when I'm going to enter, I start zooming in to a smaller time frame. Now here we broke out, then we came back to retest. This is textbook buying. If you buy a retest, it is basically the safest buy you can make. I bought it 211. Let me just turn this down. That's peaking a little bit. I bought it 211. Okay. Actually, let me just turn it up and move the mic away. Maybe that will be a little better. Sorry for that. Ooh. Sorry for that. My heat is making noise because it's like a steam heat. I don't know if you guys are picking that up. Now here you can see the oscillators too. I don't trade on these, but it does say a strong buy in all aspects of the game. Maybe I caught a big winner. I don't know. It's looking like it wants more. Now I drew these white lines, and it's kind of uncanny. I wasn't drawing these white lines like a month ago. I knew where support and resistance was, but I wasn't marking them down. It's option H or Alt H, depending And that works for Coinigy and TradingView, so it really doesn't matter. So I use my measured move, and we're sitting at a 6% gain. I go for 10%. That's like my goal, goal. But see, there is some strong resistance. But if we can get through, but there's the 10% gainer right there, sitting at about 230 in the trade. Even further up, because I was in the trade at 211. Where'd I buy? Yeah, 212 actually. I was a little late to the game, huh? Boom. I saw the breakout and I was trying to grab it, and it, so I should have actually been, you can even buy, this is the aggressive buy here at 206, the bottom of the trend line, But the issue with that is if you do that consistently, and this goes up and down and then breaks the triangle, you A, either lose money, or B, you break even, unless you're willing to sell here and then wait for a breakout to get back in. I mean, that would be more of the idea if you were to buy the bottom of this trend line. So you look for triangles, you look for patterns. My favorite patterns are these bullish pennants, falling wedges, bilateral triangles. Like, I just like when it's clean, looks nice. So we went above the measured move. As you can see, we hit my white line. Look, boom. It's like I had a target, we nailed it, and we whipped back. It's really interesting. Look, we whipped here. Let me zoom into these, so you can see like the actual candle, because it's really interesting how drawing these white lines, which are support and resistance lines, which I found by just literally, it's kind of easy too, because you look at a broad range of a channel and you just see like, all right, it hit here, kind of hit here, a little mess here. So you put a line there. It's like, okay. I knew we had some resistance up in here. You can see we got battled down. You see this line was heavy resistance. Once we broke that, you could even say, hey, buy the breakout above 217. And that could become the new support line, honestly. So this is the 30-minute, so it's not perfect. Hold on, let me just get rid of those. I do appreciate some of the new things, but I don't appreciate all of the new things that is on Windows 10. So I'll quit my Telegram. All right. Thank you again for coming to the Crypto Lifer channel. If there's a coin you want to go over, please let me know. Like, I can't wait till the channel gets up to request time and I can start taking heavy requests and people are just jumping in and letting me know what's going down. Really appreciate it. Now, these are my current positions. If you are using TradingView, I suggest creating multiple lists. Like, here's my watch list. Like, this is what I pay attention to. I'm always watching FET. See, I drew a cup and handle on FET a long time ago. I can remove this. But yeah, I drew this cup and handle, as you can see it. Maybe it's even on the 4-hour. Yeah. I drew this cup and handle with a falling wedge by the breakout, right? Then it flagged. I bought this flag here, this flag moment here, but it broke down out of the flag and then kept moving. It's kind of like that Bukowski dip I've been reading about. So, but this is a cup and handle, and boom, man, and cup and handles do tend to go parabolic, and it did. Like, it really did. Look at that. So it shows if you start charting things and you're watching them closely for a while, 51% gains right there. 51%. What would you do if your account went up 51% today? Or how long did it take? Because that's more realistic. The 24th till today. About a week and a half. Not bad at all for 50% gains. But yeah, but you got to be patient. It's going up, it's going down. The emotions during this, I'm telling you, it looks so easy, right? But so you put $8,000 in here. Now you're up, So let's just say you put $8,000. Like, you went hard, right? By the breakout. I guess you would have been all right. You would have broke out here. Let's follow the trade. You buy the breakout of this, right? So you get in at 542. Okay. The price goes up. You're up. Now you're up $800. You're up $1,200, and you don't take the money, right? Now you're down. Boom. Now you're only down. Now you're only up 6%. So 10% would be 800. Yeah, so now you're up like $700. But now you're up over the 800 again. Now you're up 1600, and you don't take the money. See? Now you're down to 12. Now you're up. See what I'm saying? Now you go all the way, and now you're up 30%, babe. Now you're up like 30, damn near 3,000. But you don't sell. I mean, most people would have sold by then. And then it comes all the way back down. And now you just lost half that. Now you're only at 1,500. Right? Less than that because you're playing on 8. But then it wicks back up. Boom. Now you're up $4,000. But look, now you're down. Now you're up. Now you're down. Now you're up. Now you're down. Now you're up. And then here we are, down a little bit. But now you're still holding. So this will have a retracement. And I believe, it can't keep going up like this. It's going to have a retracement at one point. Probably somewhere in this range. But we'll see. I'm not going to get into that right now. That's another day because I think this may run. And then we'll kind of dive in. But this is my list. Data. Always watching data. On any given moment, it can move. It's it's a pumped coin. I don't know much about its fundamentals, but it's a pumped coin. Looking at Atom. Reason why I'm looking at Atom is look, it broke out of that wedge. See? I love these falling wedges. It breaks out. There's a 20% gain there on that if you bought the aggressive buy on the bottom of the trend line. So now if we look at Atom on the 4 hour, this is when you would pull a fib. Okay, guys? All right, so here we're going to pull a Fibonacci. And I do this as much for you as I do for me. So we're bouncing off the 382, finding support, okay? And let me show you how I find support again. I look at a 4 hour chart usually, and I start at the beginning. Like right here, there's some support. Right there, there's some support. Right there. Right there. Then I see strong resistance here, a little more resistance there. Definitely resistance right here. You can see we hit. So you kind of find like a medium area of the wicks. Then that's resistance right there because you can see it here. See, as I'm building up, there seems to be some support here. Look, we hit here and we also bounced there. So this line, boom. This line shows strong support. Look, then we broke through. But we broke out. Then there's a little bit of issue. So here we go. So here's our lines. And then we'll go up as well. Going up is important, actually. Almost more important than going down. I went down just because I like the feel. Damn. Looking at Atom. Right. Okay, and then we're here. And then you got to just go out here. And what I do now, which is awesome actually, and I really like this, is I go over here and I don't look at I like when the present price action is over here and then the past price action over here, and I put these lines, and then when I look back right, they coincide perfectly. And it's like, it feels like magic. Because it's like, what? Am I a soothsayer here? So here we had major resistance right here at this point. See, we hit that line, then we broke through up here, but we came back down. And look, I put that line here on this one, it matched this one. It's pretty cool. Look, the wick came up, hit this line. We put that line somewhere else. See, these lines are actually going back into the past and making sense as well when we added them in the future. So you can see there's that line right there. Because look, we hit, broke through, we hit, broke through, we hit. Very strong resistance here at $6. So look out for that. And that's basically it. I don't need to go any further. I think that's actually the price action of this coin in its entirety too. So we have it all. We know now. We are given the knowledge that was given to us from the past, present, and future. Okay. It's weird sometimes. See, like when the volume gets into the wick candle there. Okay, so now we're going to just check this on a fib. Now you've got lines to coincide. And now you're looking for lines of support with the Fibonacci level. it looks like we're holding this pretty good. You know, what I would do too here is, if I wanted, depending on my position size, if my position size was 15,000, I think today I would put 5,000. If my position size is 1,500, today I would put 500. I think it's a good entry point to start building a position in Atom. Strong coin with a lot of following, and when Bitcoin goes up, it goes up. Like, it just kind of moves with Bitcoin. This is a great move. It took a tank with Bitcoin. It could have gotten it at 262, which was only because of a Bitcoin flash crash. Like, just whoosh, you nail this wick, and then you just got a dollar move. I mean, on $2.60, you got a dollar. So you're damn near close to about 40%. Yeah. I'm looking at Band. Looks like it's doing the very same thing that are similar to Atom. It was kind of in a bull flag, and then it broke down out of it. So now we're in my favorite pattern, the falling wedge. Dun, 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 dun. Love the falling wedge, because it is the one pattern that hasn't failed me yet. Well, I mean, more than a few times. I mean, almost every time I've seen it break out to the upside. It's very rare I see it keep going down. It's just, where do you buy the falling wedge? Now the RSI is heading low, and the RSI is also in a falling wedge. This is a good sign. It's funny, guys. It's like a lot of times when I'm talking with you guys and I do these videos, I start finding trades that I like. Honestly, because I didn't do this yet this morning. It's like I wake up and I do it with you guys. This is live. Now, Band is very interesting. Let's see the last move that it made out of a falling wedge. So here it is again. Okay. Let's see. Now you want 2 to 3 touches. I kind of have 3 because I have these 2 here, these 2 here. And people do wicks or candle bodies. I'd choose the candle bodies, but let's see if we do wicks today. Yeah, very hard with the wicks. I like the candle bodies. And almost, see, you almost want to do something like this. See, look how narrow it got. It's 1, 2, kind of 3 touches. But yeah, look how narrow that got. You could even maybe do something more like this and say that it was in a channel. I think this is more realistic. Right? Like this. So, 1 up, 1 down, boom, bam. That was the nice buy there, and that V-shaped recovery. At 20 cents even, you're up 25%. No, actually you're up, yeah, no, you're up 25% on that measured move. If you got it. I mean, 64%, forgive me. Wow. How is that 20? Oh, okay, so it went all the way to 33. Yeah, my bad. Nah, we're coming back down. So, like, and even if you only caught these wicks, 50%. I mean, that's a huge move. And that was in the 24th, let's say, on these wicks. So that's 2 days, man. 2 days. 50% gains on Band. So what do you think is going to happen when it breaks out of here? And this is a little more violent. Like, look how this was. I mean, it got down really low on the RSI, though. Like, look at that. You couldn't have gotten 1, 2. There's only 3 times you could have bought in that low since September. Think about it. I'm telling you, these RSIs, man. I mean, you need confluence. You also want a pattern. You want things to play out. But this is interesting to me right here. And this is a tether buy. So you don't even have to get into BTC with this one. You know, you can stay away from Bitcoin and just, if Bitcoin goes down, this will go down. If Bitcoin goes up, this will go up. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Okay. Remember to follow Alan Masters. I really like the guy. He has a lot of awesome knowledge to talk about. Let's just see what he says. I go over many different traders. I'm not going to say I'm the best. I'm not going to say I know it all. I bounce ideas off many, many different people. So he's saying we got support 7169, 7059, and 6858. All right. I started multiple charts for Bitcoin regarding this move, as well as a full active leverage trade, which will be shared below. The chart remains bullish. Bitcoin looks strong. We expect additional bullish action in the days, weeks, and months to come. All right. This guy is like spot on. Like you can go over it, backtest his stuff, go through a lot of his suggestions. You're gonna see that he hits the mark a lot. Alan Masters does not play, dude. A lot of people hate. I've seen hateful comments. I've seen a lot of people going after him, but the man just, the man speaks knowledge, and he puts a lot of charts out. He puts a lot of suggestions out. But all right, let's forget about Alan Masters. Let's see what's going on today in Bitcoin. All right, so what do I see on the 4 hour? Okay. First thing I see is the beginning of an uptrend. Okay. This is what I see. You could talk to whoever you want. This is what I see. Okay. Beginning of an uptrend. I also see. Okay. I also see something. Here is a swing low on a candle body. There's a swing low on a candle body. And that went up. And then here's a swing low. And there's a swing low that went down. That is hidden bullish divergence, meaning that the pattern will continue. And it's slow. Like usually it breaks out here. Usually it's rare to go lower than the last point of divergence there. But we are hitting the trend line pretty hard with support. My whole thing is if you want to make money today and you think Bitcoin's going to go up, then you buy Atom or you buy Band USDT. So you buy the USDT pair of a smaller version coin that has good action. Neo, I tell you, the last few times Bitcoin had a little bit of a run up, I stepped out of Bitcoin and I rode Atom, Neo, and other USDT coins. So you can utilize the moves of Bitcoin to make more money by being in a smaller priced asset to get a larger percentage gain. All right. Okay. So first thing I said is I saw the uptrend, right? Now, again, there's my kind of my pattern there, the falling wedge that I absolutely love. So we broke out of that, which is a good sign. See? We boomed out of there. That was a very, very narrow falling wedge. So we boomed out of there. All right. I like that. Now let's see what we got for support and resistance. Just like I do before, guys. Kind of just play the game. And zoom out a little bit so I can see candle bodies. And I don't need a lot. I'm playing in this range. I'm not going to go crazy here. I want maybe 6 to 8 of these lines. And there's a 1 right there. All right. That's cool with me. Okay. So right now Bitcoin at 7287. Holding. We didn't hold that support here at 74.35. So we broke through. You can see we had trouble. It was resistance, resistance. We did hold this support here at 662. Oof. That would have been a nice grab. Bitcoin at 65.31. It came down on USDT. So, yeah. So, we got to get above 74.35. And we need to hold that support. We need to get above this moving average as well. It's not good. Another thing I see happening is the 21 is about to cross below the 50, which is a bearish sign, This was a bullish sign here when we saw the 21 cross, but maybe it'll bounce. There's a chance the 21 won't cross and it'll bounce off of it. It's still fighting here with, I believe, the 80, and then we have the 100 and the 200. We want to see these flip, so it's still bearish sign for me when the moving averages are not aligned in sequential order by their number. What do you say by that? I mean, I have the 21, the 80, the 21, the 50, the 80, the 100, and the 200, and I would like to see them in a line like 21, 50, 80, 100, 200. And right now it's the exact opposite, see? And this needs to flip. It was trying to flip here. It flips when the 21 begins, and the other moving averages start to cross the 200, see? Here we began the flip, and then we lost it. So with Bitcoin, what do I say now? Well, we're holding this strong support here too. This looks like strong support. This little area here. So we're kind of in a channel in a way, and we could get our yellow. We're kind of in a triangle actually. a descending triangle because we came in. But we are bouncing off this line. Bounce, 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 bounce. It's going to get tight, and we're going to have a move to the up or down. I'll tell you that. And that's going to happen. So we're either going to go this way, down to 69, or we're going to go up. I'm going to break out of that to 75.47. So this is a scenario for Bitcoin on the temporary watch. This is what we're looking for. If you want to scalp trade it, I would buy the breakout, or I would short the breakdown. You know, not many measured moves there. Not a lot of volatility. 4% either way about, right? Yeah. On 10 times leverage, that's 30% though. So I don't suggest using leverage at all. I do not trade leverage. I have yet to do a leverage trade. It's not my thing yet. I'm not a veteran at it. I don't do things that I haven't back tested and thoroughly figured out in my brain first, so my subconscious can take over and I can begin to move at those. Because honestly, trading, a lot happens fast. Like you'll watch a breakout, I'm going to buy the breakout, and then it starts breaking out. Sometimes it can go up 5% in literally a couple minutes, and then you're already halfway from your target. Now you're only going to make 5%. Now it may only go 70%. Now you're risking to get into a trade 2%. Your stop loss, you know, so you think the risk reward starts losing. Why I want to talk about this trade I took this morning, current positions. I made a new one of those. Maybe this just hasn't updated. And I made a new current positions list like earlier today. Did I really just erased all my work? Oh no, there it is. I was about to say. Oh yeah, 12/1/19. Alright, so I have the date. See, when I open these, vibe. Looking strong right now. Looking really strong. It does have to break through this 224 support. I would love us to get up into this range here. This clean range. If we can break this tip, then it looks like we'll go all the way to 248. That would be a beautiful day. Beautiful trade. All right. So we went over Bitcoin. Let's go over XRP. XRP, man. The bruiser. All right. So XRP looks a little similar to Bitcoin. It had the dip, came back up. It's kind of in that, I could draw you a triangle. Kind of in a falling wedge, actually, as my mind sees it. What is that all about? Yeah, there it is. My favorite pattern to trade. It's not amazing for the stock itself or the ticker itself, because it usually just makes it back up to where it was before, right? Like it'll get here, target the width of the triangle, place it. So in a perfect world, undo. All right, looking at 23.5, 23.4. Nice gain there. 5%, maybe 7%. I think it is. My mind did that math fast. It's 6.71. Yeah. Boom. So that's possible right there, and we have heavy support. Let's go do our support lines here. We got it here. We got it here. We got it here. There. It's good enough for me for now. And down here is not much left, guys. Like there's not much. Look at this. Yeah. I have to go all the way back to find my next few lines. Look at it. And see, look, I made this line here way in the future over there, and look, it lined up. it lined up with this wick. I just find that awesome. Yeah, you know, you make lines of support and resistance, and in the future, or way further on, and they coincide with the past, and that just leads you to believe you can do the same with the past and the future. So time is interchangeable, if that's kind of how you want to look at it, right? So I had this in such a, now we're looking at it like mega big. Also a rounded top, it's kind of an inverted cup and handle there, which could lead to a lot more downside, you know, like yikes. So I don't know. XRP could go back to 15 cents. I mean, there's a, scheiße. But we are on the falling wedge. Let's focus on that for now. Let's zoom in to the practical game here. Is it worth buying XRP today? Honestly, in my opinion, it's lower risk than most days, than other days, because you do have this pattern, which it should break out. You should get 6% out of XRP. But, you know, it could also break down to the downside, right? And then we would be looking at back to 20 cents. 24 and 20 and a half. So, damn it, I can't stand that. I hit the wrong button by like a little bit, and it does my history because Control H instead of Apple H. Now everyone in America sees my history. That's great. All right, so 20459. Like these interesting articles. We're gonna get into some news in a second. All right, so I think I got you guys up to speed. I'll let you know what I'm into, what's going on. I just entered VET. I entered VET at, where are you? I entered VET at 7193. It's at 7347. So yeah, and the reason why I entered VET is I saw this falling wedge. Tell you guys, like, I just can't say it enough. Like, I must say it on my channel, like, just over and over. Falling wedge. Look, there it is there. There it is there. There it is there. So if you see a pattern 3 times in a row, and that's why I tell you guys, like, I don't want to say it's a 90% breakout, but I mean, look, we got it there, we got it there, we got it there. The issue with the falling wedge is this, okay, is like, let's break this down. If we were to erase this price action and we were here, we'd still be pretty tight, and I would say, you know what, we're gonna break out, look how tight it is. But look, boom, and then we had more downside. So it's hard to find when it's going to break, and that's why you need to draw your fibs and your support and resistance lines, because with that, you'll have some confluence and you'll decide, you know what, this makes sense. This makes sense. Like for here, we were bouncing off this fib line. We were pretty close to this fib line here, and I did see, like, look, see how this bounced right here? So we already bounced off this line. We broke through it here, but we hit it here as resistance. And here it was not resistance at all. So I think this is going to become new support, 7027, and it's also right above the 236, which we would like to see us come down, but we did come down here. We did already hit the pocket of the 618 from the retrace, so it's, you got what you want. Now we should break higher than the local high, right? Which is this line here, and it's also on the 0 fib. And from there, we should see what happens. But yeah, I think this is a solid coin with a solid project. What I did is I wanted like a $1,500 position. So my first position is only $500. You know, it's sad. I'm up 2% and I'm only up $10. But the point is, I really think this is going to go to a cent. I called it on my channel like a couple weeks. I said it will be a cent in 2 weeks to 3 weeks. I said 2 weeks to a month. It should be over a cent. It should be a penny. Yeah, it's very well on the way. Look at the rounded bottom that it had. Came up. Look at the trend line that it's on. The trend is your friend until it's not, you know. So, but look at that. I mean, we might come back to the trend line, but sometimes I've been seeing this. These are like parabolic moves. When the move is parabolic, I can't use one line. I've been noticing this. I have to use two lines to track the actual movement. Like, watch if you see what I'm saying. Like, there's my first line. You could say those were the Bitcoin dips, so we could kind of let them dip out of the line, because if Bitcoin didn't dip, the coin never would have done that move that it made. And this is just like parabolic. I mean, it's almost a bull flag, really, even though it is a falling wedge, because it came out of such a large thing. So actually, let me change this, because I like the length of the pole. I just want to, you know what? Not everything's set in stone in trading. Let's just be curious. So hopefully we can break it. We got to get above 8113. All right. All right, guys. So yeah, my current positions, 12-1 current positions. Vet. I wanted Raven last night. I was so close to buying it, and the reason why, and that's why I just want to show it to you guys, it was a missed opportunity for me. A little upset about it, because Raven's a coin I'm close to. I watch it a lot. Like, I'm close to a lot of coins, but like there's a few 10 coins that I like really know really well. Like, I've just known them for so long that like I check them every day, and I just want to know where they're at. Like, I'm curious to see what's going on. I like Patrick Bieran, to see what he's into. See, what makes me want is to cut this weird down movement out of here, but you can't. You kind of have to channel it. This is a weird. So this was kind of doing something like this, but then it found this area of support here. Should have really noticed that. Like, that was strong support. And then if we put a line here, watch this. If you look at the strong support, we put a line there. Look at that. Bounced. Came pretty close to bouncing. So you'll see that that line comes into play. Uncanny, man. Really, it's just interesting to me how it works out. You're getting really high on the MACD. We're really high in the RSI. So this is gonna start a retrace. I mean, that's insane. Look at that. When's the last time the RSI was that high? Never. Never. Maybe right there. That's why this could be a pump and dump. Something going on here. Something manipulated, you know. But yeah. I'm also in one coin. Oh, there we go. That's what I like to see. I bought the breakout of what? The falling wedge, guys. If you're seeing a pattern in my trading, I hope you're seeing a pattern in my trading. I'm doing the same things over and over again. Yet I'm kind of a beginner too, so my bag of tricks is not as big as these other guys. But this rounded bottom here in them, I like that. I like boom, boom. These big rounds. It's the last time you had a big round like that. Look, boom. We had a nice run up. Let's see where we're at compared to that. I like to look at that. Right when we turned, when we crossed, we were a little up. We were here. We took a dip, and boom. What did we get with that move? Because here's the MACD. We're kind of in the same place. 26% gains, guys. Look. And that's if I took the line from where we broke and then a little bit more up. Actually, I was even greedier right here. There's still more gains through this weak signal. I really like to buy here at the end of this, at the white part of the bearish histogram. And people say, why? It's just because I've seen, see, that's where it flatlines. Let's see another one. Right here, if you bought the white, you'd start the gains here early at 252. Yeah, we would have had that dip down, so you would have kind of come back, but then boom. So it wasn't perfect there. Here's another one. Yeah, it didn't work there. Doesn't always work. Kind of has to be in the pattern that you're looking for. Like, I use it with Confluence, I guess, is what I'm saying, you know. You know the vibe. So yeah, good day so far. I'm in fun as well. I'm in fun. Let's add fun, because I'm in fun and I don't have it up there. I don't have my own position up there. Fun. I'm in fun at 39. But it's been sitting here for a couple days now. And look, Falling wedge. Do you see something about my trading, guys? And it's kind of breaking the trend line a little bit here, but I did have my support line, which it's holding really hard. It was support over here. It was resistance. It was resistance. So I'm holding that. I'm hoping that line can give us our foundation. What I did is you draw a fib on that because you need confluence. If you don't have it, you're always looking for as much confluence as possible. And there we go. We bounced right off the 618 in the golden pocket in between the five. I mean, that's insane, right? This is textbook buying. Like, you go to any guru, he's going to tell you to draw a fib and buy off the 618. And that's right where the 3836 range is. So I'm doing stock book trading. I'm doing everything by the book here, guys. Like, I'm trying not to be risky. I'm managing risk. So I'm hoping we can get a push up out of this. I'm hoping Tuesday's the day for some volume. I'm seeing some movement. I don't want Bitcoin to skyrocket right now. It can range in here. I want it to range. Actually, in here, I want it to range. I want it to go like 7,300. I don't want it to go much further than like 7,320, because if it does that, if it goes further than 7,320, then people get scared and they start, like, I watch it, like these retail people, whoever they are, maybe even someone with millions of dollars, you know. So here, we're vet, we're in a falling wedge, we're trying to get that. Fun, we're in a falling wedge, we're trying to get that. Vibe, we're in a falling wedge, we're trying to get that. And OneCoin, we're in a falling. So I have played the same pattern in every single one of my trades. Look, I didn't even notice I did that. Vet, look, it's uncanny. Raven was also doing something similar. You can see a pattern in my trading. I hope you guys can learn something from this. And I'm not amazing. I'm beginning this journey. Drop frame detected 10% over the last 2 minutes a minute ago. It's no good. Oh, I'm getting drop frames. My internet. Ooh, we had a little dip there. Harmony making that move now. Wow. Harmony may be breaking out, guys, right in front of our eyes. Let's see this now. Go to the 30-minute to really watch a breakout. That's what I like to do. It like gives you that information. So we are breaking out. And what I do is I post this to my trading group and I just let them know, like, hey, I'm watching this breakout on the 30-minute. Maybe worth checking out. Boom, dude. Here we go. I haven't seen 79. So this is doing its thing. See, that line moved a little bit, but I moved it because I wanted to see. Yeah. Alt S will copy your chart so you can share it with others. And I'll throw this up on Twitter. So, something I want to talk about on Twitter, though. So let me just duplicate this. Profile. Yeah. One breaking out of the falling wedge. This is me on Twitter at CryptoLifer. You know, just posting. Let's see how that looks on the vibe. Boom. Yeah, man. Hoping today will be a good day for trading. You know? Ooh, 77. We're taking those little dips, though. Interesting. Vibe's holding strong. It's like we had our run up and now it's almost like hopefully it starts to kind of trade in this range and hold this support. That'd be really cool. I'd love to see that. Raven's still moving. Now Raven's flagging. So it's in a rising wedge now, but I could almost come. Yeah, it's in the broadening. But I actually just read about this pattern. I just read about this. I just want to show. I was just reading about this. I spent a lot of time reading, but look, I'm sitting here reading the broadening bottoms, okay? Price trend is downward. Let's get into this because I'm seeing one right here. So this is just like real-time learning. Like I didn't plan this study here, but I see something that I just read about and I might as well show it to you guys, right? Now, broadening bottoms. So that's coming in, boom, 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 boom. Does he have broadening tops though? What he said about them, though, is they do end up bullish. Like, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, dip down, and we break. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So we should go back up to this line here. So this is Bukowski, great trader. Did miss this move, man. 4% should dip down and then keep moving out of this. I thought these were bearish patterns and not to trade them. That's what I thought. But he says broadening bottoms are the middle of the road performers, spotting a 9% break-even failure rate, except in bull markets when double digits prevail, a poor showing. The average rise or decline is also below that posted by the other chart pattern types. Surprises are many, and a few appear in the snapshot I discuss, and I discuss them in more detail. Tor, you may be wondering what differentiates a broadening bottom from a broadening top. A broadening bottom has a price trend leading down to the start of the formation. A broadening top has price trending up. This differentiation is an arbitrary designation I made to separate the two formation types. I ignore brief dips or rises a few days before the pattern, as figure 1.1 shows. So some big dip there, but then when he finds it, 1, 2, 3, boom. We're right at 4 right now in Raven. It's interesting. So my study and research tells us that we should keep going up here. And look, it's happening now. Fighting it, but it may happen. I'm going to leave this trade alone. And the reason why is because look at this. It already went up huge. So if I end up losing, it's going to be an I told you so thing, and I'm going to be upset at myself. Even though I know that this should keep going, and I know there's a lot of other stuff, I'm actually happy with my risk today. I'm in one, I'm in vibe, and I'm in vet, and I'm in fun. So like I'm in a lot of stuff. Like I don't need to overexpose myself at the moment. Fun is fighting through this wedge. Fun was the most aggressive buy I made because as you can see, but what I did is I trusted in the 618, right? The 618 Fibonacci off of a big retracement down from a move up to 48. Wow, that'd be great, right? To get damn near 25%. And it's possible. And look at that support. Boom, 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 boom. Somebody say you keep hitting support, you're going to break through, but I think that's showing that is strong support. Like right here, look. Da 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 da. Ba. Da 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 da. Ba. We're hoping you like my sound effects. I'm going to have to get like something because it's so bright. So bright, right? I like having a bright apartment place to live. Yeah. But fun fair, man. Let's see it. See the move. Bitcoin to 7279. Still trading in this range. It's doing good for the coins. 224, the highest we've been in vibe, except no, we went to 225. Can we break this line here? All right, let me get back into the news. But trading is just fun. Guys, I'm into the trading. Showing you guys what's going on now. My thing is sometimes I make trades live here too. Like we'll find something and I'll tell you I'm entering. And you can enter with me. Again, this is not financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please get yourself a financial advisor. All right. Wisdom Tree launches physically backed Bitcoin ETP on 6 Swiss exchange. Say that 5 times fast. 6 times fast. 6 Swiss exchange. 6 Swiss. Blah, blah, blah. A new Bitcoin exchange traded product ETP is just listed on Switzerland's 6 stock exchange, and it's physically backed by the underlying crypto. Launched by New York-based Wisdom Tree, one of the largest ETF providers in the U.S., on Tuesday, the new ETP will complete with a similar but not physically backed Bitcoin product from Amen, AG, or S6. At press time, Wisdom Tree ETP sticker BTCW is live on the 6's platform, but showing no volume as of yet. A physically backed product is settled in the underlying asset, not a cash equivalent. Wisdom Tree, not a cash. That's important. Backed, you scammers. Wisdom Tree said its Bitcoin ETP gives investors a simple, secure, and cost-efficient way to gain exposure to Bitcoin while utilizing the best of traditional financial infrastructure and product structuring. With the product, there is no need to hold the cryptocurrency directly, with the firm saying it employs institutional-grade storage solutions for the Bitcoin underlying the product. As with Gold's ETPs, investors in the Bitcoin product will have an entitlement due to the cryptocurrency underlying it. We have been monitoring cryptocurrencies for some time and have seemed enough to believe that digital assets like Bitcoin are not a passing trend and can play a role in portfolios, said Alex Marinoff, head of Europe at Wisdom Tree. This is huge because there's a lot of people that are still on the fence, still think it's a Ponzi scheme, still don't know what crypto really is. And honestly, it's the government's fault. They've been lying to the people for so long and messing with their heads that now when they see something substantial, they don't, like, people think it's a scam because they've been lied to their whole lives. So they don't even know. They did this on purpose to the population to keep them in control, to keep them paying taxes. Like, if you had their minds so rattled that they can't figure out simple supply and demand, like Bitcoin is simple supply and demand, guys. There's billions of people on the earth. There's only 3 million coins left, and it's still around after 10 years, and it's the strongest, most secure network that we've ever created. You can take money in your mind if you memorize your password all around the world. I don't know who else could do that. And yeah. So, how simple exchange charting tools can make you a better trader. When it comes to successful market making profitable trades, regardless of the current market conditions, the ability to identify trends is absolutely critical. Despite this, however, many traders neglect to take advantage of the various tools many exchange platforms offer that help with predicting how the market will move. Likewise, because many traders rely on simply eyeballing the market and reacting with their gut, losing money is commonplace. See, I'm not doing that. You see all my trades? They were all planned out. They all had a reason for being in them. Look at Vibe, man. Vibe may begin to do something big today. Yes. Wow, fun. Everything seems to be kind of making a move right now. Even Vet. Well, they're all breaking out of the wedges that they were in. Harmony, 78. Coming out of that. Coming out. Currently up 5.7% on Vibe. Wish I had put $10,000 on it. But yeah, as I get better as a trader, I will make my positions larger. Tools of the trade. For the purpose of this guide, I will be using the charting tools available at StormGain, since this exchange features arguably one of the most comprehensive tool sets available and will likely feel familiar to anybody who has used TradingView. Depending on your experience as a trader and understanding the technical analysis, most charting tools will be immediately recognizable to you. For those with limited experience, we'll break down the most popular tools. Indicators. Indicators are built-in mathematical scripts, and I'm going to go over this, guys, because some of you may be beginners. And you know what? I don't mind relearning stuff and going over it again. Indicators are built in mathematical scripts that take the available market data and extract from it information that can be interpreted by the trader. They are typically used to gain insight into how the market has moved and might move in the future. StormGain and many other exchanges have dozens of predefined trends, oscillators, and volume indicators. Understanding what each of these mean can radically improve your trading profitability if used correctly. And if you guys just need an example, it's RSI, Relative Strength Index. It tells the move of a momentum of a stock move. When the RSI is low, it's getting oversold. When it gets high, it's getting overbought. So yeah. So here, like, you wouldn't want to buy here. And I don't know why it was so overbought. It didn't even get that much of a move, but I guess, just this. From 71 to 75, 10% move could get it to be overbought. So, but that's a 30-minute, remember that? So in the 30-minute, you're going to get a lot of ticks. But regardless, look, if you bought really, look, where's the lowest we ever saw the RSI? Right there, right there. So let's just say if you bought here, a little bit of a downside, and boom, you made some gains. If you bought here, beautiful. Like you may have cut the bottom on that, and boom. And if you bought here, boom. So all three places, this was the sketchiest one where you would have suffered a little bit of a loss and then you would have had a bigger move. So this is what they're talking about. To just give you guys like a quick example of an indicator. Bar style. Bar is the tool used to change how the chart data is visualized. The right style can help with identifying trends and can also be used for spot trading opportunities that might be missed with other chart styles. For the most part, standard candles or hollow candles should suffice for the bulk of traders, but it's wise to develop a familiarity with other styles too. Like lately, I've been playing with the Hikanashi. I just love how it looks. It's so much nicer to look at. If we look at it on a 4-hour, it's just like it's pleasing to the eye. Look, we're going down, they're all green. We're going up, they're going down, we're all red. We're going up, we're green, down red, and then a breakout, And it even looks just, I don't know. It's interesting. They're cleaner, nicer looking candles. Ooh, we got hidden bullish divergence. It's another reason. I think I called that out earlier today. I did. And see how it skipped through? Like it skipped through, but I sometimes skip this and go all the way to there, and boom, it played out. So skip this lower high, and it still moved up. That's something I'm trying to talk with my mentor lately, because he's like, don't skip hills, but I've been skipping hills every once in a while, and I've been seeing it make an impact on my trading. So time interval adjustments. Time intervals can be used to change the scale of the chart, allowing you to get a better picture of both minute to minute price action and long-term price trends. So you guys see me going from the 30 to the 4 hour back to the 30 to check. And basically it's kind of like zooming in with a camera. You know, you look out and you see everything, but then if you wanted to see like a smaller section of what you're looking at, you got to zoom in. This is basically what it is. You know, it's cool how time, space, and movement all combine. It's very interesting. So holding 5% currently on VOD. I may move my stop loss is now at break even. That trade has no risk. We're break even. Trend lines are the Swiss Army knife of the cryptocurrency traders and are arguably the most important tool used for predicting price trends. These are lines that are drawn over the peaks and valleys in a chart to gain an understanding of the prevailing price trend. As we'll see, trend lines can be used to produce a variety of chart patterns that can be used to predict a bullish or bearish break. That's where I'm getting all the triangles. That's where I'm figuring out why things look good. That's where I'm getting the falling wedges. They all come from trend lines. We're drawing trend lines and we're forming patterns. And then we're playing off the patterns. Note that we have a basic understanding of some of the tools I offer. We can start to take a look at some other basic patterns. The bullish pattern, a bull flag. Arguably one of the most iconic bullish chart patterns, the bull flag often precedes a sharp positive price breakout and is one of the easiest patterns to recognize. A bull flag begins with a flag bull, which is a sharp positive trend line that is interrupted by a short trend reversal, which forms the flag part of the chart pattern. Following a typically brief period of consolidation where the digital asset gradually loses value, the bullish trend will then be continued and lead to a further high above the peak of the flagpole. Yep, as it is again. Ascending triangle. Another identical potential bullish pattern is known as the ascending triangle. This formation is particularly common just prior to a strong bullish breakout and can be often spotted well in the advance of any positive price action. So what I'm hoping is my falling wedges pop out and then create bull flags, you know? So that's why I like the falling wedge too. You play a bull flag and it breaks out, you're kind of done. You play a falling wedge that breaks out and there's really more potential for more gains. And not that there's not more potential for more gains in any of these other patterns too. I just, in my trading style, I like it, you know? Again, it should be noting that ascending triangles are really perfect. There will likely be some excess on either side of the triangle, but this doesn't change the usefulness of the pattern. Because a breakout can be expected towards the edge of the triangle or shortly after, the best entry point is as close to the edge of the triangle as possible. Like right there. That's what I did with Vibe. Last month was hard. I took a few losses, honestly. I'll be honest with you guys. Ooh, we did. Can we hit 80? And it was just a rough month of trading. I think I was over trading in a tough market. Damn, we just sold off. Back to 223 though. Well, we broke through that support. It would have been nice if we held that support. That's why I look at the 30-minute. It tells me a lot more. So we're still trading in this range though here. See? You know, and hopefully 221 will hold. See, these are Hikanashi. See how they look? They're just cleaner. Now, if we go back to the other candles, they throw red in between and they don't follow as nice. The Hikanashi just looks nice and clean. I don't know. I'm still working with it. Wow, we're getting really high on the RSI, which means, damn, on the 30-minute, we're going to come down. Last time we were this high on the RSI, we were at 222, 215, and we came all the way back to 210. So we could see a trace back to 220. Or actually, yeah, 218, 217 area. Something like that. So you might want to sell here, buy back in. It depends on how much you're trading, how much you're watching the trades. Lock in that profit. Because it looks like we are just high. We flatline. Like, I don't know how much higher we can go there on the 30-minute. It is just the 30-minute. So we go back to the 4-hour. And in the 4-hour, we still have a lot of room to go. We can get up here. And a lot of action can happen then. So I'll take my break even stop loss. Fun back to 40. See, Fun was my aggressive buy. I bought before it broke out. So we could still have some downward movement, but the reason why I bought it was we bounced here off the 318 in between the 0.5 and 318 fib. So, but yeah, I think we go over a lot, but check this article out, beancrypto.com. They lightly go over stuff, but it's actually a pretty good overview. Lightning Network payments reach Bitfinex for a crypto first. Bitfinex has just announced the first of 2 major upgrades which will completely change payments and spending habits. The platform's CTO, Paolo Ardoino, confirmed that it will be now supporting Bitcoin transactions on the Lightning Network. Bitfinex, one of the most notorious crypto platforms in the space today, has just recently announced the first of 2 major upgrades which will allegedly complete the change the users' payments and spending habits. Is this Justin Sun influenced? You know, he gets a large stake, and next thing you know, he's got the Lightning Network running. Who knows? Ever since the start of last year, Lightning has been up and running on the Bitcoin mainnet. Initially designed to help increase the Bitcoin network capacity, the tool has received some big support for people such as CEO of Twitter, Jack Dorsey. Simultaneously, the use of Lightning is being saved by the technically minded, as it is in the very early state of making it quite unusable for many crypto investors that are new to the space. Yeah, like one guy lost 7 coins. He got them back, but I haven't dived into it. I should do a video where I dive in to the Lightning Network. Let me know, guys, if that's something you guys want to watch or if you're into. British Virgin Islands is going to have its own central bank digital currency. The government of the British Virgin Islands, or more officially, Government of the Virgin Islands, announced on Tuesday, December 3rd, that in partnership with blockchain startup Life Labs, it intends to create a BFI LFE stablecoin for use within the British Overseas Territory. The British Virgin Islands is a British overseas territory in the Caribbean to the east of Puerto Rico and the U.S. Virgin Islands and northwest of Anguilla. Back on April 18th, the DVI issued a press release which stated that it was partnering with Life Labs for the purpose of providing rapid cash response in the event of an emergency. Digital cash, like the money in your online bank account, a consumer reward system for business, charities, communities, and innovation projects. It can be bought, sold, and traded like shares, or simply to purchase items from a growing number of partner retailers. Amazing. I love it. Can't hurt, man. The more digital currencies we have, the more Bitcoin will become prevalent. Monero. I'm a huge Monero bull. Monero taps on a bullish trend, rallies above $55. Monero price is set to cross $55 price mark, may face resistance above $56. The coin has formed a support level at $55.14 yesterday. Technical indicators look positive while the coin carries sell pressure. XRP coin's consolidation looked to a bullish turn yesterday as the coin has started an uptrend. This to quite an extent thanks to Bitcoin's recent mild rebound. The leading cryptocurrency has found support near 7239. And I got a new Monero wallet and I actually created a node. Don't do it if you don't want to. Honestly, just do the simple wallet. I did the node and then I couldn't find my Moneros for 7 days. I had to keep connecting. My computer was on all night and and then something happened. I had to actually go in and learn how to use my command key and rebuild a link to the workable database that I downloaded because it's 40 gigs big, and it turned into a mess, guys. And now when I want to go get my Monero now, I don't even want to think about it, but it's going to be an hour and a half process of opening that wallet, figuring it out, attaching the it's a lot. And honestly, that makes cryptocurrency hard. I'm an experienced guy and I do this all the time, and it's a pain in the ass. Excuse my language. It's a pain in the butt. Cryptocurrency can't be this hard for people that aren't as knowledgeable as us. We need it to be onboarded way easier. Crypto merger and acquisition activity totals $4 billion since 2013. Token Data decided to analyze merger and acquisition activity in the crypto industry, and it discovered over 350 deals worth over $4 billion in the last 7 years. The cryptocurrency industry has been around for nearly 11 years, but that doesn't mean that it has fully developed as of yet. In fact, it will likely be years, even decades before that happens. For now, this industry is still in its infancy. But even so, important developments are already underway. That's why I do see Bitcoin at $10 million a coin. Flat out. 2030, $10 million a coin. You heard it here from Crypto Lifer. And I believe it not even without a question. Yeah. Exchanges did most of the acquiring. While the volume seems significantly lower in 2019, Token Data points out that the reason might be that the different deal types have emerged, especially when it comes to Facebook's activity regarding its Libra project. In fact, Token Data notes that exchanges are among the first the most active acquirers. This is hardly surprising as trading continues to be one of the most popular activities in the crypto industry. That way, exchanges receive a huge amounts of funds, which allow them to engage in acquisitions. Coinbase itself had over 16 deals up to this point. Ravencoin pump price action suggests insider trading. Now, I saw that. I saw the insider trading. I'm sorry, guys. I get like the wind here. It's like blowing my... I keep hearing like a little noise. Ravencoin is up 19% on the daily time frame, but some on Twitter couldn't help but notice strange market activity preceding the rise. Many are claiming it's clear evidence of insider trading. Earlier today, Binance added margin trading for Ravencoin. The announcement itself caused an expected uptick in price, bumping up the cryptocurrency by 19% on the daily time frame. That's something to look for. If they add margin trading to a coin, it might be the time to get that coin. At the time of writing, however, it seems like most insiders knew about the announcement in advance. Raven was trading along a relatively flat line for 7 days straight. 12 hours before the Binance announcement, we see a small uptick with a negligible increase in trading volume. The uptick continues for hours until the announcement itself. With an hour preceding the actual announcement, Raven explodes upward, and then Binance unveils that it will support margin trading for Ravencoin. Altogether, the situation is suspicious, and many have been quick to point out that it clearly demonstrates insider trading. Yeah. The coincidence in the chart seemed too clear to be disregarded, and we can safely say that some in the cyber currency industry bought Raven beforehand. But see, I was about to buy Raven. So, like, I have it here in my chart, and I was looking at it because someone in my group had posted it 2 days ago. So, and I saw it was in a falling wedge, and then it consolidated here on this line. And I know Raven likes to pop, and let's look at the retracement. It's like a full-blown, basically a 100% retracement, right? We were all the way here we were at 295. We went all the way to 462, right? We went up 100% or more, well, about 100%, a little less. And we came all the way back down. It's kind of a perfect time to buy an asset, right? I mean, it's at the bottom of a fib. It's a well-known asset. You got Patrick Bjorn, stuff going on for it. You can tokenize anything right on it. So for me, that's just an interesting caveat that they think it, and it probably was insider trading. I mean, look at this. Like, I even said something about the way that looks. It's just a little weird, right? Let's go back to our wedge that we were drawing here. Did it do what Bukowski was talking about? I did it without Hikinashi, so there you go. That's another thing. If you change candles, you got to go back or your patterns won't match. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It is on the way. Like, it's on the way. It's on the way. It's quite interesting. A little reset on the RSI could make a move. So, love me some Monero. Yeah, if you buy Monero, like, you don't have to tell anyone you own it, because there's no proof that you do own it. Just saying. That was awesome. I watched this video today, Inside the Mind of a 24-year-old millionaire stock trading guru. At first, I was like, this is crap. But I watched it, and this guy's actually pretty cool, Steven Dux. And he took 27,000, turned it about, he's at 4.5 million right now. Tomorrow he could lose 2 million. You never know. But I don't think so. He's doing really well. In a couple months, he could make 200 grand. In 1 month, he made over 200 grand. He showed it. And he's really transparent. You can tell. He said he spent 10 hours a day for 365 days. So he spent 3,000 hours trading. Just trying to get as good as he could. Crypto will be double taxed. It's just weird. I looked at this. They're adding this now on the IRS. And when you get like certain letters, virtual currency, type of virtual currency, name of virtual currency, wallet exchange, or digital currency exchange. Digital currency exchange. Like, soon it's going to be all DEXed. And they can't find out what a DEX is, because a DEX only interacts between me and everybody else. There's no institution. What are they going to do then when we're all trading on a DEX and it's a decentralized exchange, and then our coins go to wallets and we don't have to show anything? All we have to show is, like, what they'll do is, I think eventually they just have to clamp down on when the fiat went in. That's what they should be doing. They're kind of being foolish here. They're running after all this, right? They should really just watch your bank account and be like, how much money did you deposit in? How much did you deposit out? I put 20 grand in. I took 80 grand out. Then you owe us that 60 grand difference, guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, they should make it simpler for themselves, simpler for everybody else. Current market value as of today times 0.8. I don't know why it says times 0.8. But yeah, the IRS is coming, guys. Look, they even put on, like, I believe there's another one that said, yeah, right here. Use the most current statement for each type of account, such as checking, savings, money market, and online accounts, stored value cards, such as payroll, investment, retirement account, plan stock, bonds, mutual fund certificates, and virtual currency, such as Bitcoin, Ripple, Ethereum, etc. Life insurance policies that have cash value and a safe deposit boxes. Safe deposit box? Isn't that why it's there, so they don't have to tell you about it? I don't know. I'm confused. Always pay your taxes. I always pay my taxes, though. So I don't want to end up in jail, man. It's not fun. Asset value is subject to adjustment by the IRS based on individual circumstances. Enter the total amount available for each of the following: cash, checking, online stored value card. And look, this is really funny, too. Look, if you have a virtual currency such as Bitcoin, Ripple, and Ethereum, now Ripple and Ripple are not the same thing. You know, and Ripple is spelled with an X. So I don't even know what Ripple is. I could claim I don't know what they're talking about. No, there's no such thing as Ripple. Ripple is spelled XRIPPLE. And Ripple is different than XRP. They're two different things. And that's actually important because you got RippleNet, you know, and then you have XRP. They got the fact that they're not that clear, they're not doing their research properly. It's kind of interesting. Here we have Ripple on a bus in London. Runs on Ripple. Send money to India. Transfer go. Pretty cool. Here I am. I put one breaking out of the falling wedge. And I said, if you had watched my live stream today, you may have entered data at 260. Sats. It hit 750. That's 670% in 10 hours. And like, if you look, I think it's going to come back up to this. And I'm going to be able to get. That actually happened exactly as I said it did. 16. Not saying I'm perfect, but that was an amazing trade. But look, I'm telling you to get into data at 260 right here. Let's say you bought here, up 51% currently. And the crazy thing is like we're flagging again right now. Then this morning I'm sitting right here. It's just really interesting to see me talk about a coin and then it did its thing, man. Did its thing. So yeah, proud of myself because I'm putting in a lot of hours. So if I can't give you guys some gems, then it's like, what am I working so hard for? You know? I want to go to crypto bubble, but it keeps like not letting me go there. This is not secure. I guess I have to bring my firewall down. I was trying to show you guys this new cool page. Crypto bubble. It shows all the cryptos in a bubble. And like the bigger the bubble, the more like it's gained. So you can kind of visually see how big it is. XRP liquidity is growing exponentially 12 times over a span of 3 months, dude. This came over in late October, but still the video is it's just saying, man, XRP, man, is moving. It's moving. It's taking over liquidity all over the place. Supreme. I think Supreme's funny. Supreme brand. I think they're going to come out with a crypto soon. What do you guys think? The best and cleanest Bitcoin is from the Silk Road. The best Bitcoins are the ones from Silk Road, the first modern darknet market, because they got through the U.S. Marshals and have been blessed by the U.S. government. They are the very chosen. Matt Walsh, partner at the Castle Island Ventures, a U.S.-based venture capital firm, joked while discussing so-called virgin Bitcoins. He and another partner at the firm, Nick Carter, are co-hosts of the On the Brink podcast. In their latest episode, released on December 2nd, they talked to Dan Matuszewski, principal and co-founder of crypto trading firm CMS Holdings, who previously led one of the largest OTC desks in crypto markets at Circle for over 2 years. On the interview question about Virgin BTC going for a premium as they are clean, Matuszewski quickly replied with no. CMS Holdings has never seen demand for it. I've never seen anybody coming to us trying to buy them, he says, adding that people who don't know what they are talking about sometimes ask if a coin is a virgin coin, but it has never happened from somebody to ask to buy specifically, and only a virgin coin say they're willing to pay more for it. Like, it kind of doesn't matter, bro. You own a piece of the code, you own a piece of the code. You know, when you own Bitcoin, you're not owning a coin, you own a piece of the code. Flat out. You own a piece of the code, you know? So yeah, many miners got really rich really fast. 2007 charged it and all charged the miners in the industry. The stuff started to get wild back then, you know? It began holdings with sourcing BTC and Ethereum directly from the miners by establishing good relationships with them and buying all their flow. It was a natural pairing between consistent sellers and consistent buyers. That'd have been great to have someone just buying the Bitcoin you mine constantly. Many miners got really rich really fast. Many stopped hedging and decided to keep more inventory. They got smarter and more sophisticated, and many bigger ones established their own treasury functions. I mean, if I knew there was people unloading, taking all of it. I was looking at microcaps and just kind of like getting into the idea of microcaps. Steven Ducks had me looking at that. You can hear it's snowing out here, man. So let's check what's going on. We knew VOD would have a little bit of a retrace. There it is. We knew the RSI had to come down on the 30-minute. It was getting way too high. I'm like how it kind of like shifted a little bit because it was getting like this and did a little bit of that. That's a great sign. Also, the MACD needs to turn. We're going to see a little bit of consolidation now on this move. It was a nice move. It was a beautiful move. It did its thing. But we still didn't get 10% out of that breakout. It was kind of a weak breakout. And when that happens, what I do is I look at this. I go to the total market cap of all the altcoins, which is in my other current positions, I believe. Yeah. It's called Total 2. Now, we were at like 6.3. We kind of went up here. See, we got up. Now, let's look at it on the 4-hour. Because on the 4-hour, I drew a nice... See? We are in a falling wedge. As you can see, I drew one. Circled it, the support that we had here, which I had found earlier. So we're sitting at support heavily. I'd like to show this to everyone in my trading group because I think it's significant. Yeah, so join Crypto Bitcoin Chris. Look him up on YouTube and join and tell him that the Remote Chief sent you. I've learned so much, guys, like by being a part of his channel. I'm there every day. If you want to talk to me personally, I'm in there talking. If you want to ask me a question, I'm there. Chris is amazing. We do a live stream Discord where you can talk, ask questions, and there's really only like, even though the group's 1,500, there's probably like 70 of us in the live stream or less. I mean, not the live stream, the Discord. And we get close, like we start knowing who each other are. Some of us go through ups and downs, you know. Some people have had operations since then, medical issues, and you're like, yo, you know, I hope you feel better. I hope you get better. Like, you know, you're helping each other. And it's a great community of people. It's a great community of people. I've nothing but great things to say. Super positive. The second you're negative, you're out. Like, you're just out. He doesn't deal with it. Doesn't put up with it. And yeah, man, Crypto Bitcoin Chris, I'm shilling him right now because he taught me a lot. I knew a lot before. I've been trading for years in a few different markets, but I did not sit down and wrap my head around the fundamentals. I couldn't draw any of these charts. I didn't know strength, support, and resistance. Like, I knew a few patterns, but I didn't know how to play them. I didn't create them myself. Like, now I just feel really confident when I'm entering a trade. I know why. It's not emotional. I'm not saying, oh, that went up last week. Oh, I gotta get it. I don't know if you ever felt that. I have many, many times. Charting helps me not do that. You know, I'm just like, no. But yeah, we're holding strong support here. Yeah, at that 598 level. So we could see a bounce here back into the trend and break this. I want to see us break this falling wedge. You know, so again, it's uncanny how I just like everything I have is a falling wedge, but it just is what it is. Now VOD making a move back up, doing its thing. I think we can get above here, match this whole line, bust through. I want to get to that 248 up here. This 0.5 to 240. Take profits right here. This is my plan. Take profits right here at 14%. That's the plan, and I'm sticking to it. I'm gonna go put edit. I'll go a little below because you can't be greedy. So 238. 238 is my exit on this. And that doesn't mean I'm done. That just means that's how I'm going to trade it. And then, yeah. And I use 3 commas. And make sure you have market orders set on your take profit. And usually that's good. Like if it peaks up and hits your take profit, it's a good sign. And usually, yeah. Up 5.2% on Vibe. Holding it. I'm getting the actual daily gains. But yeah, guys, I think we did a lot. Went over a lot of different news. We talked about the IRS. We talked about Bitcoin as a whole. We looked at Ripple, Monero. Can't stress enough to have some Monero as a backup. And yeah, talked about the total market cap of the coins. And these are the altcoins. If you want to chart this yourself, just go to Total 2. And you'll see it's total market cap excluding Bitcoin. And yeah. And that will give you all of the coins except for Bitcoin. So you can basically see, you can chart all the altcoins as if they were a coin themselves. And just see their progression. And they'll have a pattern too. And they should move in the patterns just like the other ones. Let's just get into this because this is pertinent. Dow tumbles 300 points after Trump says China deal may be best after 2020 election. Ooh, it gets juicy. Let's look at the regular market. I have one where I keep like some market stuff here. Where is that? Life for 2. Yeah, because it's kind of like, I was into the stock for a long time. Got in at $6. Yeah, a lot of stuff. We go into that, but it's my buddy's company. They took a hit recently. I don't know what's gonna happen with them. Hope they bounce up. They have great fundamentals and they have good technology. So hopefully that's just FUD. The Dow down 319 points. Look, breaking out of a rising wedge, which it should do. You know, and then we take our measured move, flagpole kind of there, or where it came down from. So it could just be the beginning. That puts the Dow down 1,000 points, honestly. So, and look at that. I mean, look at it. That's insane, dude. Let me put this on the 6. Like, I'm going to try to draw a fib retracement on this right now. Just look at the Dow. I know it's a crypto channel, but like, okay, so I was trying to find like some type of bottom. So we could very well see the Dow go back to 15,000. See this? And that would be natural. Like that would be a natural regular progression because look at the parabolic move. I mean, this is 2010, dude. This has been going on for 9 years. Look at this thing. Like, this is due to the monthly. They're printing money. They're printing so much money, dude. Look at the oscillators. They're telling you to dump city, right? Hey, it's a good day when Bitcoin's not tanking, but the Dow is tanking. 350. This is getting worse as we speak. Yeah. This could be a bad day for the market. It is a bad day. It's probably a good day for gold. Look, gold up 8%. I saw gold recently. I trade JNUG when I do trade the regular market. And look, I had this fib drawn. This 706 hit. I just want to say shout out to Jacob Canfield live on my channel today. I'm actually going to go right to his Twitter right now live. And this guy, I like his style, man. He's true to the game. He's an OG. I'm just going to say, I don't know who taught him these, but he taught me these. I had a feeling, man, because I saw gold consolidating and I said, damn, 53, 10%. Now it's up $15. It's up 30%. It's like, Jesus, look at your secret fibs. JNUG bounced right off of it. Just like to show him when he shows me stuff that it's working, you know, that it's working. Nothing a lot of people notice they're losing followers. Am I the only person that never looks at that? Then he get more followers saying stuff like that. It's just kind of funny, right? But yeah. But yeah, man. I'm the same way. Like, I don't care how many people are following me or watching me. I'm putting out good content. And I know in my heart that I'm creating good content. You know, I'm learning a lot and I'm sharing what I learn with as many people that want to tune in and find out as possible. That's why I love YouTube. I love all these channels. I hope we don't get kicked out. You know, hope I don't get booted. I'm doing good stuff. Look at that though. 15%, 27% gains. Shiza. And I really wanted it too. I was like, that's a buy. That was my chance. Made 30% real fast. I saw it. It was all there for me. I didn't take this trade because I didn't have money allocated at the time in the account, in the US account. So, but I felt it and I smelled it. Gapped up too. See the gap? Boom. Gold has a lot of gaps, I've noticed, because it just closes overnight, shoots up. This data is also back ended. Wow, the Dow, man. This is getting ugly. It's getting really ugly today. People are just dumping on it. Everything's taking a hit. I don't care what it is. Let's go back to us, man. Maybe we're taking a hit now. This could start affecting the crypto market today, guys. Like, I hate to say it, but no, we're getting stronger. Beautiful. Beautiful. You know, this is why we do what we do. This is why I'm a crypto lifer and not a freaking NASDAQ lifer. You know? Everything's holding well. 79, 224. I think the coins I'm in are actually going to pump a little bit, even if Bitcoin pumps up a little bit. This is still following in the channel. And now it's breaking the trend line, which I don't like. So this... But it is getting tighter into the wedge. That range. Gotta like move this around a little bit. It's getting tighter in that wedge. Like if I tried to move this here like this, there's a chance. You just kind of redirect. I'm not cheating, but I'm trying to... Still holding. It's kind of a double top there though, huh? But the trend should keep it all right. We'll see what happens. So we got the Dow tank and Bitcoin going up. This is good news, guys. This is what we want to see. Vibe almost at its high of the day, 224. One holding at 79. Fun at 40. And Vet, nice up from the 7-1. I'm going to build that Vet position, man. Yeah, I'm going to just keep stacking Vet till it hits a penny, and then I'll sell and think about what else to do. I'm not going to hold it long term. I'm not going to dream about it going to 10 cents and all that other nonsense. I'm going to trade it. I'm going to trade it. I'm sure I'd make more money doing that, but follow me at CryptoLifer33. Talk to me. I sell some stuff on eBay, you know. I'm selling this watch and a few other things. Wait, hold on. Might as well plug my eBay account real quick. I'm selling some cool stuff. I don't know. What I'm doing is, it's kind of, I think I should mention it on the channel. And let me know, guys, do you want me to put a video up about what I do outside of crypto trading on Crypto Lifer? Or you want me to just keep it completely all about like charts and trading? So right now, like, I bought these items at yard sales and I'm reselling them. So far, no lie, I bought a pair of Oakleys for $15 that I sold for $84.99, and I bought this bag for $20, which I sold for $38. So I made basically, you know, not too much on this one, you know, about 89%. But on this one, actually, when I did the math, when you come to the order detail here, they gave me $4 in tax. I got $95.78, okay? Now I spent 15, brings me to 80. And then there was also $15 or $8 in the fee, the shipping and the tax, right? $10. And then the eBay fee, but they paid for the shipping, you know, so you get the 95 and then eBay, the shipping was, so 15. So 80 minus 15 is 65. And I paid 15. So I did 400% on these Oakleys. You know, I look at everything like a trade. It was it's trading. I'm buying and selling. It's no difference. Just a slower, different market, and it's in real time in your face. You're touching it. Fun coin, back to 40. And we want one to hit that 80. And Vibe's struggling a little bit here. Vibe's struggling a little bit. But yeah, guys, let me hit the chat. Take a look at IOST. Very helpful. Damn, I wish I'd seen that earlier. IOST. Okay, now what I'll do is I'll message him and tell him I'm about to do it, and he'll come and watch it. Get this out. I should look at my chat. I gotta get the chat up in a way. I will do IST now. Jump on if you can. Okay. Let me do it. IOST BTC. He didn't tell me what pair, but I'm guessing he wants the Bitcoin pair. Okay. All right. Ooh, juicy pattern. Liking it. Let's see what's going on here. So we have like kind of an elongated, consolidated bull flag here on. Let's go back. Let's go to the 4 hour on the 4 hour on this. Wow, this thing kind of is making a move already. Interesting. I like when people put things on my radar, though. It's fun. It's like, oh, I wasn't looking at that. What are you talking about, right? So here we bounced. Here we bounced. Here we bounced. So again, actually, forget that. The first thing I'm gonna do is go to the 12 hour. Zoom it up, zoom it big, and I'm going to make my resistance and support lines. Boom. 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 Some strong resistance there. 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 It's a little bit right here too. On that shoulder. There. There. And there. Okay. You don't have to kind of range bound, you know, like see what we're doing. Okay. Now once I do that, I go back to the 4 hour. Just because it's like, and they'll stay. Those lines are not going to change. Okay, cool. So here we see, let's also get a fib going. Okay. This kind of coincides with that support line. Come back down, boom. All right, so we're bouncing off the 0.5 with a double bottom, which was beautiful. This would have been a nice trade. Look, one, come down here. The more I see this, the more I'm seeing things like this. Like now a new trade that my brain, you know what happens is you watch a lot of charts and then the subconscious mind begins to build on those. And then you start seeing some changes. And yeah, that will kind of let you understand like further moves. And what I've been seeing is half of a, like basically if I were to cover, wish I could kind of like, but if I were to basically, maybe I can drag it to nowhere. Can I drag the chart into 0? Yeah. So here, I'm looking at the chart, price action hasn't happened yet. And I'm seeing the beginning of a double bottom. Like basically 75% of a W. That'd be a nice entry point, especially if you're seeing that there's a nice line of support or resistance there. So I see our support line. It's actually on the 0.5 fib, which is textbook algorithm buying there. We could get to the 618, but it chooses one or the other sometimes, depending on a shallow retrace. So, but that would have been a nice buy. That would have been something. And now I challenge you guys. Why don't you look at charts and you go look for your double bottoms on 0.5 and at support lines. That's confluence up the booty. And you also have the RSI nice and low, kind of bouncing back up. This had a lot of stuff going for it. Look, we had the RSI move up, the retrace of the RSI with the higher low, right? Shows an uptrend. Very interesting. So now, and we bounced off the 618 here. Kind of we fell through, but we made it through. Then we had, again, we had some resistance at the 226, broke through the 226, came up. And you see we went right through this support line here. It didn't even care, like this line. Actually, we'll bring it down. I think it's a little lower, somewhere in the middle here. But yeah, it was unfazed. Busted right through that. In my opinion, this is going to become the new support line here at 80. I think 80 could become new support. Like that could be it. You know, maybe a few little dips down here and there just for wick catching, but 80. This is now, we're going to watch this now on the 4 hour. Let's go to the 30 minute so we can just see what it's doing. It's flagging on the 30 minute. Okay. So, all right. Let's see this now. I don't want to see this. I hate the gray box bothers me when I'm like trying to get clarity. All right, so now this is why, and you know what? I've had mentors tell me, don't look at too. I've been doing this every day, and this has been working for me. So, it's gonna trade in this range, okay? So what you could do right now is make a half. If you wanted a $1,500 position, I'd buy half right now. I'd put a stop loss for that 1,500 here, below this line, obviously. Even maybe try to sneak it below, because this moving average may keep creeping up. So maybe you could try to use the moving average and the support line, and you could put, you know, a stop loss here. This is the 30 minute though. I mean, these are scalp trades. So I'm more trying to see how this bull flag is forming. Then we go back to the 4 hour and we can tell it's just one line, but that inside that line, we're seeing a lot of movement. But what I do is I draw my flag, and now this flag came from the 30 minute. This is what's interesting. See, I draw it on the 30 minute. I go back to the 4 hour. Look how it stays pretty much in there. You know, I can bring this down to candles if I want to be on the candle closes, because I like that. But that's flagging right now. Definitely worth looking at. Thank you, Kevin Gallagher, for asking about IOST. Definitely worth looking at. And thank you. That was a great request, and I really appreciate the request. They mean a lot to me. It's awesome. I really want to check on that Dow again, man. That's kind of creepy. I don't like when I see that. The Dow. All right, so it bounced back. So we have some buying pressure. People were like, "Word, that's a good price." They got in at 27.3. They were like, "Wow, we haven't been there since November 4th." November 2nd, 4th. Yeah, so very interesting chart. Yeah, pretty cool. The Dow though, taking a bashing. Wow. And yeah, this may become a current position of mine. IOST. I do like that it's at 0. I don't like buying things that are up 5%. I like them when they're down a couple percent. It did just make a big move though. Like let's look at that move it made. I don't like being late to the party. I like to design my idea and watching it play. Because you could almost have made it like this too. Right? There's two, you're supposed to get 3 touches. So you could almost bend that. Nah. And then you could have said it's almost in a falling wedge, which it broke out of. I guess it was. I mean, it was range bound. It was range bound here. I feel like it broke out. I feel like these are fake outs. Broke out, came back down. Broke out, came back into the channel. Broke out, came back into the channel. Broke out, retested. Now it's gone. You know, just had some hard times making it through. That's how I see it. That's how I look at it. You know, you could look at it any way you want. And then you could say, no, this line goes up here. And it still works because you get 3 touches. More than that, you get like 7 touches. You know. Dup. But yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. And then a little dip, and we're off. Yeah, but if this keeps flagging, it's definitely me. I take the aggressive buy right now before it breaks out of the flag. I put a stop loss here, but you could lose a lot of money doing that. If you want to be really safe, you wait for it to break out of this level here at 83. So put an alert for 83. And if you see it go above 83 in a candle close, it's time to get down. It's time to get down. 82 Satoshis. So it has a lot of room to grow. Yep. And then our next line of support, resistance is 87, which we kind of hit up, but we hit boom, boom. So, and then 90. But there you have. Thank you, Kevin. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. I got a lot of other things to do for the day, but I really appreciate you sticking with me on this wonderful Tuesday morning, December 3rd. Thank you so much for watching.